On 7 June, filmmaker Om Raut along with actor Kriti Sanon visited Lord Venkateswara temple in Tirupati. However, a controversy erupted soon after a video of the filmmaker kissing the actor goodbye outside the temple premises went viral on social media. In a video, the filmmaker Om Raut can be seen kissing Kriti on her cheek as he bids her goodbye. The team of Adipurush starring Prabhas and Saif Ali Khan launched the final trailer of the film at a pre-release event which took place at Sri Venkateswara University Stadium in Tirupati. The event was attended by Prabhas and Kriti. The controversy is that there has to be some kind of propriety when anyone visits one of the most revered temples in this country, and that being Lord Srinivasa or Lord Venkateswara or Lord Balaji temple in the south. In the studio with me is my colleague Kartikeya Sharma to speak more on the issue. Kartikeya, in a day and age when there is also airport dressing, that what you are wearing, you should wear the proper things. I don't think that this is just, kind of very impromptu ki it happened. I think it is, I'm sticking my neck out.
Then let me be the devil's advocate, Sudha. I think after watching the visuals, they are not inside the sanctum sanctorum.
They are inside the premises, Kartikeya.
They are not in front of the deity.
They needn't be. Sanctum sanctorum, if you've gone, you are jostling. You are jostling there. There is no space. There is no space. Whether it's a peck, it's a hug.
It's not a kiss.
It's a, no, I know that, but that is what we understand. But the thing is, it's about touch. It's about a touch between a man and a woman. Even married couples, we have done Kalyanam Utsavam there, where if you're newly married, you go to Tirupati.
But maybe this is the way young people say hello to each other.
But then, there are norms, Kartikeya Sharma. When you go to Tirupati, you can't wear shorts. If you are wearing salwar kameez, you have to wear a dupatta. You can't cover your head in a headgear. There are rules. Like if I go to the Vatican, I'm sure. If I go to a revered any place.
Don't you think, Sudha, that we are turning more traditional? Is the lib days of 70s are over? They found their graveyard in 2023. I'll be the devil's advocate here.
You absolutely be. But I'm saying that I am very traditionalist when it comes to it. I will not go to a golf. If I have to go and see golf with you someday, I will shed the sari and wear something.
But those are
which is more
rules.
comfortable. No, not at all. It's about how you dress and how you behave in a particular, at a funeral, for instance, Khuda na khasta, I will not be seen smiling and backslapping anybody. Hugging is okay, and kissing and hugging is, I'm sorry to say, a very Western concept.
But if today you go to the funeral or those VVIP funerals, you find people doing funeral networking,
yeah,
if I am not wrong.
Fine, but the thing is that it's not an accepted norm, that I have adopted. You're not going to, no one is going to stop me from doing it. But in Tirupati, that is the most revered temple, Tirumala, I think it is very improper for anyone. And you know what? I'm not blaming Kriti Sanon here at all. Because she's a heroine, it's very easy, us par blame dal do. Look at those visuals.
But she's also hugging a woman, na?
No,
is the problem peck? Or is the problem peck given by a man to the woman?
It is a problem of a peck there and a hug by a man.
But she also gave her a peck.
Yeah, look at that. Look, a peck and a hug, and she's not giving it, Look at this. Let me tell you, in South Indian temples, even to do this, which is done in many North Indian temples, where we do this, right? We don't do it. It's jhuta for us. So we come from a particular place, and she's also wearing, if you can see, the Sank Chakra, that is the Vaishnavas, symbols there, the Namam and the Shivdang. I think it is just that I do not know. I mean, I'm not saying that she should be pilloried for this, Kartikeya Sharma, but you need to know. I said.
But it's cultural relativism. I said, let me be the devil's advocate. She is not given a kiss. It's not even a hug. It's just a peck. It's like you being it's like being West Asia. Men rub cheeks with each other. Would you call them gays?
That is their tradition, Kartikeya. This is ours. For instance, in the north, the women cover their head. In the south, show me one woman in this if she's covered her head. We don't do it. We don't do it. It's like we don't do it. Look at this. These are all, salwar kameez. Tell me one covered head. So that proves very much. Now,
neither men nor women have also covered their head.
We don't. So that's our tradition. But if I go to, let's say, Vaishno Devi, I will cover my head. I will behave according to what it is.
Indians become more conservative?
No, Indians are becoming, I think, according to the way it is, you should behave. It is supposed to be smartness and common sense. It is not being westernized and liberal.
Or it's like Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi is coming to relive in our society everyday life.
Not at all. It is not about Saas Bahu at all. First of all, this girl is not married. The two are not married. They've just worked together in a film. They are professionals, right? But the thing is, look at this. His hand, there. His hand again goes to the mouth. It's like a flying kiss. Do you go to a temple and give flying kisses, Kartikeya Sharma? I know you're a very liberal man.
No, I'm liberal, but I'm also religious.
But
she is not in front of the deity.
No, it is in the premises. There must be a Dvayastambham there. The thing is that there are Dwarapalakas.
It's a road.
It's not. It's a premises. You see those. You see that there is a barricade there also.
Correct.
You can see there must be Dvayastambham. There could be Dwarapalakas. You know, there could be. The thing is, then she should take this red shawl off. Let her take her off, and then she says, "Theek hai bhai, now I am outside the temple. I'll do whatever." This is it is just.
But tell me one thing, Sudha. Isn't it like, you know, moral policing has increased in this country? You know, who will it benefit? This film? They did a 5-hour long presentation in the evening of the film.
Right.
Lakhs and lakhs of people watched it. It doesn't make a difference to them.
I know what
this
you're saying.
This pack is giving them more publicity.
Now, Chilkur Balaji's head priest, Mr. C.S. Rangarajan, he has commented on it and he has said it is very improper to do this. Fine.
I respect him.
He
might have his views, but the young people might.
But what I did not like is part B of his statement, where he said she is not the correct actor to play Sita Amma. I don't agree.
Who is he to decide?
Who are you? There I am saying moral policing. She is an actor. She can essay a role of a terrorist or Sita Maya or Parvati, whoever she wants to.
See, but ultimately it's a man who has taken the objection.
Yes, because all the temples are unfortunately or fortunately
it's a man who takes a position of what is morally right and what is morally wrong.
But there are some traditions that we need to follow.
Isn't it like this, Sudha? Men deciding when a woman's body should be touched and when a woman's body should not be touched. It's a man perspective on a woman's body. Kirti has not objected to it.
You go to a temple. I have seen sexual harassment in temples when there is bhed bhaad,
there is
jostling. You will not do it. You've gone there with a purpose. I'm not saying that you're overtly chanting mantras, but men do it. Now the thing is, the tradition for a man is, you've gone there what have you gone to a temple for? To pray for
spirituality.
So, therefore, this public display of affection, this PDA.
So, aren't we supposed to display affection in temple?
I don't think so.
Only affection towards the deity?
Yes. Do you know that in South Indian temples, you cannot even touch the feet of a mortal because the god is
even in North Indian temples, you're not supposed to touch the brahmacharis who are serving the idol of Lord Hanumanji there. You're not supposed to touch them in conservative facilities. You're supposed to take the tika and put it on your own forehead.
Right. Yeah. So I'm saying, I follow all that when I go to a temple. If I go to a church, they expect me to in a certain ways. They say, please cover your head.
Okay, let me put this other way around. You must have seen the 70s. Are we Indians turning into prudes?
Not in this context. Yes, we are turning into Victorian, but not in this. And by the way, in the 70s, I was a little girl.
Okay, I was born in 1975.
You are a Sholay kid. Okay. So I'm saying that, the thing is that yes, we are turning Victorian, as we will see. We've seen in many stories, but please, you spoke about being a devil's advocate. I am from a city of temples, Kanchipuram, and there are some rules we have to follow. You know what happened in between? Little kids, like you say, youngsters, they started coming because they were doing kind of, tourism in these religious places, looking at temples, architecture, textiles, food, like you would do, sample everything. But they were also saying, let's see these temples, Brihadishwara temple, Ekambareshwara temple. They would arrive in shorts. There was a rule.
No, I agree with you that even if you go to places like Bethlehem, if you go to places like Church of Nativity, women and men are not supposed to wear shorts and enter the temple.
Why?
No, they are not. They are supposed to wear pants, or you are supposed to wear full skirts. Okay, but there is no problem in holding hands. As of now, whatever I had witnessed there. So I understand when you talk about cultural relativism, people have, or you are not supposed to cover your head when you go inside the church. You're supposed to take your cap off.
Yes.
I understand that. That is inside the church. But I think this priest is stretching it because she's not inside the temple.
But when you enter the premises also, in most cases, even here, you remove your slippers in a place, then you enter the temple. The sanctum sanctorum may not be there, but there starts the temple's
But ultimately, who benefits from it? Tell me, Sudha.
Well,
the film benefits from it.
The film is anyway a hit. We showed it. I mean, you know the fantastic Adipurush with Prabhas and Kriti Sanon. My God, I mean 16th of June, I'm waiting for it. I will go see it. But the thing is, you know what this smacks of? This only smacks of ignorance. And I think as public figures, we need to be cognizant of the fact. There was also about Nayanthara and her husband Vignesh when they went, that you are wearing slippers. There have been controversies because the thing is that everyone is watching you. Why are they not watching me? They are watching them because they are a star. They will watch for them.
I think stars needs to be more responsible.
Exactly.
But my only objection is that, you know, when people said, oh, they have kissed each other, it's a peck, it's a social gesture. For God's sake, go to West Asia, you'll find men rubbing cheeks against each other, not once, not twice, but more than 3 times, and it's bit more than a rub. It might scandalize men here, but well.
I know, but the Kartikeya, you are in West Asia, right? This is not just India, this is south of India, and this is not just south of India. It is Tirupati, Tirumala, it's the Vatican of this country where the Lord resides, where you go for passing exam, for any ailment, for any kind of success. It's like Ajmer जाते हैं, Hindi film वाले वहाँ जाते हैं, वहाँ पर चढ़ावा देते हैं. Similarly, this is the God. Therefore, it is all of us who studied abroad, who, you know, like all of us, we are care. I have to respect you. In your house, if you, like in my house, you have to take off your chappals. Sorry. If you can't, it's okay. But that is my home. If I come to your house and you say that, you know, you can't do certain things here because my elderly person is there.
But certain things done with a voluntary intention is punishable. But it is just involuntary. How can you blame Miss Sanon for this, you know? She is not the one. If someone needs to be told or educated, they are the men around.
I think I was going to come to that. It is more Mr. Om Raut, because she turns, if we can have that, you know, that visual.
Mr. Raut has to be educated.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, that's the full frame of all of them, you know, doing namaskar. I mean, why are then the temple is, why aren't they wearing? They're all wearing angavastrams or uttriyams as they are called. She is also doing that. She may be wearing a salwar kameez because that has the symbol, the namam of the Lord. Now they come out. The thing is, she turns and he holds her and hugs her. So in a way, sure thing, Kartikeya, it is not the fault. I accept. But the thing is, yes, what should she have done? But maybe, you know, look at him. He's indulging her in talk, and after that,
she is one woman with 5 men. One is a producer, another is a director, third one might be a distributor, fourth one might be the director's right-hand person. She is the star, and poor girl, she gets a peck and she is getting educated by some old priest. But like the education should be reserved for these men. Why are we hounding Kirti Sanon? She is the least empowered person of the person in the whole lot.
You aced it. You aced it, Kartikeya Sharma. You're right. It's not her, but it's him. But she is the
But him is getting no sermons.
She's
her
the
is
bigger star, Kartikeya.
So is that the reason why
disadvantages, yaar? She must be paid a lot of money. No, I think it's paid.
Just because her gets the sermon and Mr. His don't get any sermon. More powerful man with portfolios more than 300, 400 crore. This gentleman, I think in middle, was the one who spoke for 1.5 hours that day. Yes. I was up till 12 p.m. Kirti Sanon was the one who was standing in the second line. In fact, she could not be seen on TV for more than 2 hours. वो अकेली औरत थी, पीछे छिप गई. बाकी ये सब मुस्टंडे दिख रहे थे आगे के आगे. तो मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि गुरुजी के sermon should be reserved for these men. Guruji is reserving sermon for to a woman who's the least empowered. She is not going there giving pecks to people.
Guruji knows.
Guruji should know
these are better.
Guruji should understand these men are dying to give peck to Kirti Sanon rather than Kirti Sanon dying to give a peck to these men. I am 100% sure. No?
You're right.
No? So I think they would be dying to give a peck to her. I don't think she would be dying to give a peck to them. I think we should at least give that much to Kirti Sanon.
Yes.
इतना तो देना पड़ेगा उसको.
बिल्कुल.
मर तो वो रहे होंगे.
But the whole thing, who kissed who and who hugged
and
who?
It was a peck. It was not even a kiss. It was not even a. It was not even a.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a
half
half hug.
Kiss. Yeah. Yes, you know, the thing is, It is supposed, because she's a star, obviously.
I think, you know what I think? I think we are turning into prudes. That's what I think. And we find a convenient goat in Kriti Sanon because she's a woman. बोल तो सकती नहीं है. अगर बोलना है तो these 5 men should be speaking. The people who have employed her, made her stand in the second queue. If I wish we had the clip and we would have played it out for you. I still remember I was up till 12 because we had to stop the stream. Because I know I got a call from our output editor Vinod. Should I close the stream now? It's getting over. Now they're speaking in different language. I said, yes, Vinod, please close the stream. It's 12 o'clock, I can't get up, now. And what did I see? Kriti Sanon, whom I saw at 10 p.m. in the second row, was still standing in the second row. And all these men were giving gyan. So, if someone needs to be educated, I feel, my opinion, my personal opinion, these men need to be educated, not Kriti Sanon.
You know what? The Swami is ready to speak to us, Kartikeya, because he's
full
been
respect
speaking,
to Swamiji.
And I think you should ask him. I'm going to ask my colleagues to give him a call. He will join us, and maybe you can ask him that why are you really penalizing the woman instead of penalizing Om?
Swamiji can have his point of view. Swamiji can feel that this is not the place. His sense of propriety, his sense of impropriety will be different from my sense of propriety and my sense of impropriety. But I feel that I don't even want to use the word cheap publicity. But the fact of the matter is, दुनिया जहाँ में बहुत सारे काम है spirituality के, अब आप यही देखते फिरेंगे कि कौन सा फिल्म एक्ट्रेस और किस एक्टर ने किसको पैक दे दिया, तो भाई तो कमाल की बात है ये, मतलब यही काम बचा हुआ है.
Right, I know that, but the thing is that it is happening in the south, and Adipurush, also Kartikeya, this movie is based on Rama and Sita, you see. So he also said that you have to, which I don't agree with at all. Do you agree that an actor has to be very dignified? Because remember Ramayana, when it was shown, it was expected of the actors to be very, very reverential and pure, and because Swamiji has said, what about NTR Garu? When NTR played Krishna, he behaved like Krishna. Do you agree to this? I mean, should actors be like that?
No one questioned NTR. Okay, now you have provoked me, Sudha. You have really provoked me. You pani pilu? Okay. You have really provoked me now. And Mr. NTR, with a colorful life, played every god in the world.
And what a beautiful Krishna.
Won the elections, injected religious motives in Indian secular political life much before even Mr. L.K. Advani could do it properly. Played every god, married against the wishes of his own sons and daughters. No one questioned his morals. He wanted to make his second wife the chief minister. No one questioned his morals. He lived his life the way he wanted to. No one questioned his moral.
But what is...
Second person.
Okay.
Second person, a well-renowned chief minister of Karnataka. I'm forgetting his name. I think you would remember.
Hegde?
Yes, Ramakrishna Hegde did whatever he wanted to. Fathered children here and there. No one questioned. किसी ने कोई सवाल नहीं उठाया रामकृष्ण हेगड़े पे. हाँ नहीं मुझे तो कंप्लीट करने दीजिए ना. मैं I have taken a position. I will defend Kriti Sanon. मैं तो पोजीशन लेके बात करूंगा आज. उनसे तो किसी ने सवाल उठाए. The chief minister of South India, not married once, not married twice, not married thrice. उनसे तो किसी ने सवाल नहीं पूछे. वहां तो बड़ा प्राउडली बोला जाता है, छोटा घर, बड़ा घर, मंजा घर,
चिन्ह वीडे.
हाँ, चिन्ह वीडे. उनसे तो किसी ने सवाल नहीं पूछे.
राइट.
हाँ, पर सवाल सारे आप औरतों से पूछेंगे. सवाल सारे आप उस औरत से पूछेंगे जिसको पैक एक आदमी दे रहा है,
वो भी ठीक है.
हाँ, उससे आप पूछेंगे सवाल. इन लोगों से क्यों नहीं पूछेंगे जो सुंदर पुरुष पीछे खड़े हुए मोटी मोटी मूंछ और दाढ़ी के साथ? इनसे क्यों नहीं सवाल पूछ रहे हैं?
बिकॉज़ वो लोग इतने पॉपुलर नहीं हैं जितनी कृति जी हैं.
या इतने पॉपुलर नहीं है, इतने वल्नरेबल नहीं है.
पॉपुलैरिटी
वल्नरेबल.
सबको चाहिए.
It is very easy to attack a woman. She does well, said Ajay,
that is right.
She must be sleeping with that person. It is very easy to attack a woman, ना?
आदमी
को तो नहीं कह सकते he has done well. How many men in your life you have seen कि this guy has done well because he slept with the boss? Not one. But you will hear 100 times a woman has done well सोती होगी अपने बॉस के साथ.
Or asking me that how do you balance work-life balance कैसे करती हैं आप?
Precisely.
आपसे नहीं
So
पूछा
my
जाता,
question is,
मुझसे पूछा
my
जाता
question
है.
is, why there is no question being asked to be, how come these men are not in scrutiny, भाई? Why is she under scrutiny?
Yeah,
ये तो second line उसमें खड़ी हुई थी.
I think I think now
इससे तो किसी ने बुलवाया भी नहीं.
हाँ, तो you know the head priest
And you didn't ask me. You didn't tell me about the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
I will tell you, Kartikeya, but right now the Chief Priest of Chilkur Balaji in Hyderabad, Mr. C.S. Rangarajan, is joining us live on the show. Namaskaram, Swami. My colleague Kartikeya Sharma is also with me. You know, the thing is that we are playing these visuals which are right at the back about Kriti Sanon and you know the peck and the hug, as it were. Kartikeya has a question. Kartikeya says, why is the woman being criticized so much and why not the other men? The man initiated the peck and the hug, but why is it that the woman is being pilloried, as it were? Swami.
See, I have no problem with the peck or an embrace somewhere outside the temple premise. We have no problem with their personal life. With the entire unit, I was just speaking and I heard that this person or your studio is a little bit worked up because I have not criticized Kriti or anybody. I just said you have done a great thing by doing a Adipurush movie. You selected Tirupati for the launch. All the things you did were right. You went for worship to the temple in the morning. Everything was white. But what was the need for doing that kind of an hug and kiss at that time? I said about the entire unit. And most importantly, because it started with the girl. The whole thing started with the girl because if you see the whole visuals, she comes out of the car and she hugs and gives a kiss. And she does not give it to the director. She starts giving a hug. So that begins the whole problem. We have, we may not be responsible for the people who are behind her, around her, inside the temple, the queue line. We are not here to find out why these people are not being questioned. My question is simple. You have selected a place for your pre-release launch. You came here, you were given a VIP preference. In fact, you would have seen the whole movie unit, who came, were brought in a police convoy.
Okay.
Stopping the entire devotee line. And you do this, that. I am not here to certify the other men or the other people. You are here for worshipping the deity. Crores of people are there and they are also there to worship the deity. And it is a place of worship. And each one of us have got a kind of a respect for that. You know what, 750 years back, saint says, Prapadye Tamgirim Prayaha. Prapadye Tamgirim. See, I prostrate before the hill, the mountain, which houses the deity, Srinivasa Anukampaya. I prostrate before the entire big mountain, which houses the deity who is descended from Vaikuntham. And that is where the problem started. See, we have nothing to criticize Kriti for her personal life. I just said you could have done it in the hotel. I just said that. And I am not here to tell about their personal lives. I am not here about the other director. I am here only to be the voice of the devotee. Who is a voiceless person today? He is surprised what is happening. This kind of a nonsense has happened there. And there is nobody to question. The TTD officials are responsible for that.
Yeah.
When they have given a VIP protocol to them, they are responsible for the behavior of these people there on the top of the hill. If they do this kind of a nonsense there, they have to be hauled up. They should have said, we have given you protocol, we have given you so much of importance. Well, you should not have done that there.
Swami,
that is my humble submission.
Yes, Swami, I also, if you look at those visuals, Swami, the thing is that I'm only looking at how vulnerable the actress is, because she comes out and the man, I think it's Om Raut, he's the one who gives her a peck and she hugs after he hugs her. So it is that he's volunteering, but somehow the attention seems to be, Swami, on Kriti Sanon. I'm not saying your attention, but overall the attention seems to be on her and less on the director, because he's refused to comment. He says, I am very, very happy that I could offer my prayers at Tirupati. So somewhere I think that the woman is more vulnerable. That's what my colleague was also trying to say.
I respect his feelings. If really the woman was not happy with the hug or the peck, she could have slapped him. Like Sakshi, the wrestlers there on the Delhi, they are sitting for protest there. If she is not happy with the pull, if he has pulled her, she should have slapped him. And she would have been so heroine today, like Sita Maya. Sita Maya, she did not allow the advances of Ravana. So that is what we are expecting. Why should we criticize a woman? She is not vulnerable. Our women today are not vulnerable. They have the support of the entire humankind. If the wrestlers there sitting at the outside the Delhi Jantar Mantar, so much of hue and cry, everybody was saying that we are with the wrestlers. If this lady had pulled, if he had done some kind of an obscene thing with her, she could have slapped him.
Right.
She did not do that.
Yeah, right. I also
she was happy.
Yeah.
See,
so
it's a consensual activity. That's what I mean.
Swami, I think that's a bit much. With due respects to you, sir, I think, first of all, slapping someone, it was not as if he was violating her in any fashion. They are friends, and it was, I think, almost involuntary. It's like my friend tapping me on my shoulder and saying,
I am answering to the question of that person who is sitting in front of you. You say she is vulnerable. I don't say that. I respect her. I respect the director. I am thankful for the movie they have done on Ramayana.
Right.
That's all I have. But I have a problem with the activity which was done outside the temple premise, which they could have done in the pre-release launch. Nobody would have objected to that.
Also
nobody would have objected.
Yeah, also the premise.
We have no problem with what they do outside in the hotel pre-release launches. We had only one simple problem, that it happened in front of my deity's temple. She was about to get into the car and she just get a farewell. And the embrace was done, a peck was given. And that is what reciprocated. That's what is the problem. Nothing else.
So, okay, Swami.
So I had a small, important activity in the temple, and I just came in to join. My affection to your panelist, Kartikeya Sharma. See, I have nothing against Kriti or Om, and I respect what he is telling. I say, agreed, that the woman is only being criticized, maybe, but what happened is visible. So both of them were, somewhat expressing their affection towards each other, which was not done in front of the temple. That's all.
Swami, thank you so much. But one last question, Swami. You also criticized, apparently, please clarify it for us, please, Swami. You said apparently that, she is not really suitable for playing the role of Sita Ma.
I never said that. You please see the video.
Okay.
I never said that. I said even Deepika had played a role. Deepika had played a role in that serial, and she was treated like Sita Maya. That's what I said. I never said Kriti is not, suitable for that role. Who am I to decide? It is for the director, it is for the producer, it is for the actors there.
All right.
I am a person who is a viewer.
Right.
Whether I like it or not, I'll go and watch the movie.
Absolutely.
I'm not supposed to decide why she should. In fact, somebody said Prabhas is looking more like a Bahubali still. So I have each one has got his own individual opinion on that. Right. I have only one small complaint about that activity which was done outside the temple premises. And my best wishes to Adipurush team. because it is on Ramayana. After a long time, something like that is coming up, and let us all pray that it succeeds. It becomes a blockbuster hit, and people will realize that's all it is.
Thank
Thanks
you
a lot.
so much. Thank you so much for joining us on this debate. Karthikeya Sharma, he actually acknowledged you and said that I agree with what he says. So, in a way.
My issue, Sudha, is when people become very sensitive about public morality. I'm not saying that we will become France, United States of America, Rio de Janeiro, or Singapore, or Ho Chi Minh City, or Tel Aviv in one day. But this debate on public morality really gets my goat. It starts from the front of the temple and goes right to the place where children are studying in colleges. Then it becomes about bar, then it becomes about public park, then it becomes about decency of public life, reflection of the culture. शुरू एक जगह से होती है और खत्म वहीं होती है.
And my point is, Karthikeya, being a woman, I know that we are attacked most of the times. All the rules seem to be made for us, but I believe in one thing. Behave as you would, which is proper. And I think that it is only if she did not know.
पूरे कपड़े पहन के सुधा खड़े हुए थे, ऐसी बात कर दी आपने.
It's not about, maybe she did not know, that's absolutely fine, but we live and learn. Let's learn. That's all I'm saying.